How can parents help children build healthy relationships with technology, especially when they are likely to face intense peer pressure to be constantly on screens and social media? How do they manage their time on limiting their time on social media and screens?
Well, have that intention. We know that it's so easy to scroll. We know that ourselves as adults, don't we? And it is tough when the kids say, oh, but everyone else has one, and they have that fear of missing out, that FOMO. But children really do need to understand the why behind your decisions. Because I think if they understand your why, then they understand you're trying to keep them safe. You're not trying to be a killjoy. You're not a fuddy-duddy. You're not saying a flat no. You may say later or maybe or yet, because it is about their brain development. They've got very young brains, and certainly the younger they are, the more they don't need a device because it's very passive. And children are coming to school with speech delay and sleep issues and friendship issues because haven't been social in the real world. And of course, their self-worth and their self-esteem. There are alternatives that you can perhaps think about, but it's very important that young children and children generally and teenagers get out into the real world and talk with real people and make mistakes and learn stuff in the real world. Again, balancing it up with wanting to do all the wonderful things that tech can offer, but also in balance. And I think this is where parents need to try and find that elusive balance for their family.
That's good. That's a good point. But today the children are they want instant gratification. So when they post something online, they want likes and they want comments within 2 minutes, within 5 minutes. They want that, right? So that makes them keep them on this glued to their screens, and
Yeah. And
that's not very healthy.
and talk about it. Talk about the algorithms, talk about big tech, talk about the dangers, because teenagers in particular don't like to feel that they're being manipulated by, Meta or whoever is behind Musk or some of these things. The older they are, the more they can see, oh, I don't really like that idea. I'm being sold at and I'm being manipulated and I'm being addicted, because that dopamine crash is very real in families. So again, talk about these things, not in a nagging kind of voice, in a kind of a chatty one. Maybe you might be driving them somewhere, so you're chatting. Oh, I read the other day, I saw this in the paper, or I read online something. Have you thought about that? And I've become known for scripts. My latest book is full of scripts. What to say, how to say it. So it sounds more natural and not so kind of authoritarian and a bit naggy, which switches kids off.
These videos are proudly sponsored by Mobicip because we are dedicated to helping families set clear agreements and build healthy technology habits together.